Hi, my name's Shane. You asked for it. Here's the mopping episode at the last chance.
Communication. Facts, directions, concepts shown to the right people, seen at the right time. Television on command. Consider employee training, orientation programs, assembly methods, production changes, communicated effectively and economically in a format familiar to every employee. This program was originally produced as a slideshow, later transferred to Sony video cassette.
So the first thing you need to know about mopping a live music venue are your tools and knowing how they work. Because you can't clean with dirty. It's a mop bucket, an important tool in mopping. And I'm not even kidding you. You're thinking, oh, everyone knows how to mop. Not true. I have taught mopping to people, more people than I care to know. One story, I won't say where or who, because they might see this and they'll be very embarrassed. They did their first cleaning shift. Usually you wouldn't put them on the bathrooms at the start. But anyway, they came in. All of a sudden, out of one of the toilets, I could just see like a, ever seen, you know that movie, The 10 Commandments, with that right-wing loon, Charlton Heston, and the water comes in at the end when they're crossing the Red Sea?
Yeah.
That basically coming out of a toilet. What the f is going on here? Immediately I think, whoop, something's you know, broken water pipe, anything, not good. All this water's just flooding out into the bar. It's carpet, mind you, so it's like bad enough. I walk in and there's an empty mop bucket and a guy looking very confused, going, I don't know what's going on, why it's so wet, how do you get all the water, what do I put it back in the bucket? Never mopped before. So, but anyway, people don't know how to mop. It's a serious thing, serious problem. Anyway, before I fill it with shit, I'll explain to you. See the handle here? Just, this will save you. If I leave that over that side and go to bring it up, pain in the ass. But if you go flip it over here, amazing engineering here. Look, watch where the handle goes. Oh! And then you mop, see? Important to know your tools. Now, I was hoping we had another blue mop head so I could show you how to change a mop head, but I'll explain to you why. So, if you have a look at this screw here, Gaz, now someone's put that screw in. Now, why have they done that? Well, usually, you know, that's not, when we bought that screw wasn't there. So what someone's done is when they've went to change the mop head, they've went, how do I change a mop head? And they've seen a screw, they've went, undid the nice little one that comes that doesn't stick out like that. They've undone them and pulled it off instead of just doing.
Screw in.
Oh my. See how that works? See that? Is how you is it like, just know your tool. See? Screws in, screws out. And look, you're not putting your hand near the mop head. You can even screw it in and pull the packaging off and then pick it up. Amazing. Have it clean, which it's not. Just clean with clean. So now we're going to go, now that we know our tools that are clean, but now that that mop's clean, it's going to have a big career. Now we're going to know our mix to put in the bucket. clean. And I clean my hands maybe 30 or 40 times a day at a minimum. So look, see, clean. A lot of different people will tell you what to use to mop a floor. I'm a bleach and water man, especially in a pub. One, because, well, it kills everything. Two, it's cheap and more effective than anything that has special floor cleaner written on it. And it works. Anyway, hot water and bleach is what we're doing. I'm going to put in the bucket. Simple. Water. But if you want ultra hot, you can boil it. No, I'm not going to boil it. I'm just going to do this. So in typical last chance fashion, we've came on delivery day and they've got no bleach. None. It's getting delivered today. They're out. No question. Anyway, it doesn't matter because the only really reason you want bleach is one, I like the smell. It does better cleaning than this. Bleach, you want the disinfectant, so we'll just adapt and overcome. There we go. Bit of bleach into the, they say 1 to 20, which, who gives a fuck? Just put it in there. Now, here's a trick. If you ever wearing jeans, which I'm not today, but you can either put your bleach in after, okay, so it doesn't splash up and you get shit all over you. You know, yeah, we saw from the shoe episode, they got bleach everywhere, but you can just put it in gently as well, like, you know, life's not that hard. Now your mixture, make sure you've got plenty of bleach. The only cleaning in mopping literally comes from sweat. That's all you need. It's just sweat. Don't overfill your bucket either. I probably overfilled that a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I'm a professional.
Whatever you want.
So obviously cleaning a pub isn't just mopping, because you end up with like cigarette filters, broken pool chalk, is that toilet paper, all the shit. Just think Karate Kid. Sweep the leg Johnny. There's actually one, and I always hit the side of my boot so I know that I'm getting full, because you're not losing shit. So that's it. Oh, so you want to know about a grid method. So the problem with mopping is you're not actually picking up dirt, you're moving dirt, and you've got to pull in from the walls. So you go into a grid because it makes things easier. So at last chance, I start outside at the door and I pull in this way to like around here. And then I go down here and I pull this way and then that way. Because you don't want, if you have a look, you get like a black ring around in the corners and along the walls, and it's a pain in the ass. See how it gets that black grit?
That hit the camera. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's it's natural. It's just going to happen, but if you do it smart, you don't have to scrub as often. So anyway, this is how you mop. Literally, get a grid method, and you want to pull everything in. You don't want to mop to a wall, you want to mop out like in, like that. So you kind of end up somewhere in the middle, so then you can just wipe the dirt and muck up, and it's in one spot. Now you do the old dunkaroo. Suggestive. Get a good pull. Start. So your little short strokes will get the dirt up, and then your long strokes will move the dirt back. What's that bit done? See, great thing about that, wheels. So once you kind of got all the parts done, this is very boring. There's actually a little bit of method here. I don't know how to explain it.
Hey, it's what they ask for.
Yeah, look. Some people are just good at shit. I'm good at cleaning pubs. Basically, good rule of thumb. If it looks clean, it's probably clean. If it looks like it's dirty, it's probably dirty, so you probably got to mop it again. You kind of want to move that way. Like you want to pull it into the middle. No one puts baby in the corner, basically. It's a dirty dancing of dirty pubs. Don't put baby in a corner. You end up with big, awful amounts of grime and dirt. I've been threatening Leanne with my Billy Lotion jokes for a long time. Like a couple of days now.
Threatening's probably the wrong word.
I've just been doing them. They're good jokes. And I'm going to incorporate one because I can. Basically, your cleaning chemicals in this isn't a cleaning chemical. It's lubrication. Much like every single Billy Ocean song, or Billy Lotion, is all about lubrication. Love really hurts without you. But basically, yeah, your cleaning chemicals just leaves a nice smell, much like any good Billy Lotion used in the bedroom. And it just kind of provides things to move a little bit quicker on the surface. You know, there's a bit less surface tension when you use a bit of Billy Lotion instead of just straight up hot water. All the actual cleaning comes from pure brute
Mechanical action.
Mechanical action. Yeah, which, you know, what was the other song he had? The heart, when the going gets tough. I got 2 Billy Lotion jokes in.
Love really hurts without you.
So, in service, if you ever get asked to grab a dry mop, you get a dry mop. A dry mop is where you have no water in that, in the bucket. Yeah, just pretend. No water in there. Yeah, and it's a dry mop, and you're just cleaning up a spill, and so you're putting water in the bucket, not taking water out. A wet mop is where you go like that, and importantly, really, whenever you mop before, no matter where it is, you squeeze the out of it. The problem I always have to explain to people is people who do this. So that's a good mop to use because you're gonna be able to actually clean and like really put elbow grease into it. I haven't been doing it, but you really got to press down. That's how you mop. You don't go like this. That's not mopping. That's mopping. Okay? Power. And it actually works. Instead of, if you just do this, if you're mopping like this, one, you're gonna leave streaks everywhere, and you're not cleaning anything. You're just moving dirt. Right?
Into the bucket.
Now this mop, which everyone does, and I go, what the is that?
Wet floor.
That's a wet floor. So I changed the water out in the toilet. So if you've ever done like, been in here a couple of years having a chat, now you can chat about how I do this. And I bet you're all going, oh no, that's disgusting. Clean the sink, don't matter. I'll clean the toilet anyway. At least I know it's clean. You can see we've went for a little colour change on the mop, change of water. Blue for bar, so in Lasties we run it as blue for bar, red for kitchen, green for the obscene, and we are in the obscene. Anyway, I haven't mopped anything, guys, so this is, I don't know if you've got a trick in editing, that you can do. Today is Thursday. So this is not a good sign when I can do this on a Thursday. Now what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Comment in the section. Press pause now. Put a comment. We're in the last chance bathroom. Comment in there now what you think I've got underneath this mop. Are you ready? The big reveal. Oh, tiny sandwich bag! Come on, look, do us a favour. Don't put them in the toilet. We've had this conversation before. Don't put them in the sink, not at the top of the toilet. Don't rip that up, put it in there. Don't just chuck it on the thing, seriously. You come back and you wipe that. But really get in there, get into the corners, work towards yourself. Another reason why I like using the bleach is it doesn't, if you use the right amount, you don't actually, it doesn't get slippery on the tiles. Anyway, that's it. Tiny sandwich bag away. That's what happens right here. Literally, you can either just do it with a mop. You just mop these corners good. Unless it's a real brick, and then you've got to go get a scrubber. See?
Not there anymore.
Not there anymore. Miracle. Now you may be thinking, is anyone dumb enough? No, you might be asking yourself, I wonder if they mop the carpet. No, we don't mop the carpet. But I have seen people mop the carpet in this very room. Very weird. But they do occasionally try and mop the carpet. And if you mop the carpet, you need help. But anyway, that's the mopping episode. I got distracted this morning. I had other stuff I was going to talk about. I can't remember it. I might come back and actually plan it out. But basically, it's just all in your action, people. Push down on the mop. Go over the same spot 3 or 4 times. Like mop from there to there, and then go to the center, and then mop from there to there, then go to the center, then mop from there to there, then go to the center, mop from there to there. It's easy. Just in one continuous line and bring it in. That's kind of it. It's a mop. That's a bucket. It's pretty basic. And mop in. Don't mop into corners. Push it out of the corners. So remember, you're just moving dirt around. You're not doing anything else. And then clean the dirt. Should I show them how to clean the dirt up at the end?
Yeah, might as well. No, because we're wrapping the episode up.
Oh, we're wrapping the episode up. So
The goal! He's got 4.
basically, you just get a cloth and you go, paper towel, doesn't matter. Throw it out. Go clean your mop bucket. What else have I got to say?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the
I'm just trying to think if there's actually anything I've missed.
Is there the microphone? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a comment. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, do all that.